got a reminder. Hey, you're supposed to be live. I am. I'm here. We actually went and had dinner and was chilling out for a while, and now I'm here. So got my tea, got my new computer set up. I'm all chill. I've been struggling with my computer. Not that it's been difficult to set up, but what you don't realize is after a while, you don't remember your passwords anymore, right? Because your computer makes you super lazy. And it says, hey, you want me to remember your passwords? And I'm like, yeah. And it says, good, because you're never going to remember them ever again. And I just have been sitting here for the last 2 days going, son of a monkey, what is that password? So it's just been a lot of fun. So if I'm a little bit behind in getting classes set up, it's what's going on, you guys. I'm working on getting my video editing software, and it's telling me that I don't know anything that I'm doing. And I'm like, well, I know that, right? I know that, but please turn on. And it says no. So you really want that flute? Manifest that flute, Lori Spears. Manifest that flute. Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing? Just here, I'm chill. Just chill. I got my tea. I have right, Isis, and we're like, just work. Just work. I want to be able to plug it in and have it go, why, hello. I'm so happy you're with me this evening. Just freaking work. Thank you. I just got my hair cut. And when I walk in, I'm like, I need someone that does a razor cut. And they're looking at me like, am I drunk? No, I'm not drunk. And they look at me like, well, we can do a cut. You don't like the scissors? And I'm like, no. When I get my hair cut and it looks like I have Dumb and Dumber bangs, it pisses me off. So she did a great, great job. And I'm just really tickled with it. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, everybody. Hi. Yeah, this is me in the evening. You guys have been seeing me in the morning. I have to be in the mindset to get on in the evening. And I have to, where's the purple in my hair? She was very specific about cutting my hair. She's like, I don't want to cut your purple out. I'm like, I got more at home. Just cut it. I'm not afraid of short. I'm not afraid of short hair. It grows. So she finally did cut it. It is purple. It's a lavender color. You just can't see it because, well, the lighting. Whatever. Dumb and Dumber bangs. I can't stand a precision cut. Drives me nuts. I better put that down. Anyhow, what is the name of the stuff you put on your hair? It's called magenta. I get it at Sally's Beauty Supply, believe it or not. After I have a professional license, I can go into any professional beauty supply and buy whatever I want to buy. But the thing is, it doesn't stay in the professional, really fun colors don't stay into gray hair very well. So, but the stuff from Sally's does, and I think it's called Prisms. And it is a conditioner that I put in my hair and I leave it in for like 2 minutes. Now, if you buy this stuff, you go into Sally's, it's always to the right, directly to the right of the cash registers, right? It's not expensive. It's like $8 for a huge tube that lasts me months and months. And it's just a silver tube of conditioner. It's a tube. Well, do not follow, and this is just fair warning, do not follow the directions unless you want your hair to be the color of the swatch. Now, if you want it to be the color of the swatch, leave it in for 5 minutes. Disclaimer, it's going to be that color. Now, I like a nice lavender. So I leave it in for about 2 minutes and then I rinse it out. No big deal. But tomorrow it'll probably be pink, actually. Probably be pink. Just for fun, right? Anyhow. So moving on. I think it's called Prismacolors. I would have to go with the tube, but I'm not going to go run right now. Lori, I can always let you know. So what do we have going on? I have been taking pictures all day, working on the store all day. The dinosaur fossils will be in the spheres will be in the store after a little while this evening, after I get the pictures uploaded. The green opals will be up there. I have a bunch of stuff that's going in the store tonight. So mine is done in a few minutes. I don't like having to spend time doing my hair. I don't. This is how it comes. Okay. I spent like no joke 20 seconds doing my hair because I know how my my colics are, and I can throw some junk in it, and you can't mess it up, right? You can't mess it up. There we go. Okay, we're done talking about hair. But does it come out? It comes out. Yeah, it does come out. Now, if you have bleach blonde hair, if your hair has bleach in it, what the hell was that noise? New computer, new noise. If you do have bleach in your hair, or if you have lightened hair, it's going to stick a whole lot longer than it is if this is resistant gray. So, anyways, and those are your psychic fashion tips for today. I'm watching go, and for years and years and years, we sat in the salon, and my hairdresser lady that worked there with us would come up. She would throw hair color on my hair. I would never know what color it was going to be when it come out. And I would sit in her chair. She knew what I liked. She cut my hair. I didn't care. I don't care. It grows, right? It grows. By the way, Diana Bradley and I had a wonderful chat today. I am in the middle of doing her download. She is our member spotlight for the Late Bloomers Intuitive Membership Spotlight for Friday. And it was a lot of fun talking to her. Let me get that link. You know what? You know how hard it is to go from a laptop to a regular computer? It's not that easy. I've got to cut my fingernails and everything. Am I wearing anybody out yet this evening? Are you wore out yet? Okay. This is the link, you guys. This is the direct link. If you guys want to be part of our incredible, lovely community of people that get to meet and talk all the time online, they have a private community where they can go just chill and know that they can have a discussion within a really safe environment. And also all the classes that go with it and all that good stuff. There is the link to mymysticallife.com Late Bloomers membership. Actually, it's going to be rebranded and called My Mystical Life membership because we have Late Bloomers classes and everybody's getting confused. We don't want everybody to be confused. Hi, Gabriella. I know. You need to buy a laptop, Lisa Phillips. I've got to message you later about. I've got to put your sweetgrass in. I'll resend you a invoice tomorrow. Was a psychic hairstylist. Now, Becca, I have to say that when we owned the salon, this was not part of my life. I mean, when we owned the salon, I knew that life was wonky a little bit, but I didn't really understand anything. And thank goodness, I don't want that much information from my clients. Can you imagine sitting there for an hour at a time, connecting to people, which you do? I mean, you can't help it. You connect, and sitting there holding their hands for an hour at a time and having people talking to you? No, no. And as I was getting my hair done today, she's like, "Would you ever go back to doing nails?" And I no, I wouldn't. So anyhow, woo. Yes. Oh, I didn't put sweetener in there. Yes, the 11/11 comes out, not on the 1st. It comes out on the day that each month that you purchase your membership. So it's 11/11 a month, and you get all of the classes. After this Sunday, the Monday classes, the first Monday in February is recorded, only because we're going to have Christmas with our grandkid and our children up in Ohio. And then after that, they're lives. So this Sunday is a live class, and then recorded class, and then we're back to live classes after that. So we have four classes a month. We have healing sessions. We have all sorts of stuff. We have guided meditations. Oh, yeah, by the way, tomorrow night is help me. We're going to talk about shamanic journey, you guys. We're going to talk about the difference between shamanic journey and regular meditation, how it can be helpful on your spiritual path. And we're actually going to walk through one. We're going to talk about the brainwaves associated with it, why it works, how to incorporate yourself into it, how to do that cognizant dreaming. And then we're going to do a journey to your animal totems. So you love sweetgrass. You just can't keep it lit. That's the way it is, though. Sweetgrass does that. So don't forget, you guys go to My Mystical Life. It's in the events. You can sign up there in the events on My Mystical Life to be involved in tomorrow evening's tomorrow evenings. Let me check my calendar. Journey. Okay. Now I might have to do something for my birthday since you will be home. We're only gonna be home for a couple days though. So just a couple. In and out. And then that even might get a monkey wrench thrown in it. We're not quite sure. Sam may be going someplace else. We're not sure yet. It's how it happens in the Fry household. It really is. Okay. So let's move on, you guys. Let's move on. We're going to do some readings tonight. So if everybody could share one time, that'd be fabulous. And Amy Schmaltz, right? Amy Schmaltz. Amy Schmaltz. So I'm going to start just going through some, what time does class start? The classes start at 7 p.m. Central. 7 p.m. Central. And they're all recorded. So if you don't catch the live class, you always get to watch the recording. It's no problem. You don't get behind. Okay, Amy Schmaltz. She's like, wait, stop talking because you called my name. Stop talking. Okay. Amy Schmaltz, I want to talk about your sense of smell. I want to talk about, first of all, when I tell people, we were talking about this on the way home from Stillwater just a little bit ago. There's two things that I'm really I'm noticing that when Spirit says this is a thing, that this is a thing. When I can tell somebody, you might want to start taking some vitamin C. I feel like you might have a cold coming on. Nothing serious, just a cold. I feel like there might be some underlying sinus issue there, that maybe a sinus infection coming on, something along those lines. But it's also, they want to talk about your sense of smell. The other thing is earthquakes, and we're not going to talk about earthquakes. We don't need to talk about earthquakes because I don't feel the need to. So I feel like you have a sense of smell that picks up overly sweet sensations every once in a while. I need you to know that that is not just just not illusion. It's not your imagination. Although I love it when people engage in their imagination to work with their intuition, because they're the same thing. They're the same thing. Okay. Okay. Here's the link again, you gues. If I put it up here too many times, they say I'm a spammer. Right? Okay. No shaky talk. What? Am I shaking? What? I've been doing morning coffee chats every morning pretty much. So I haven't been on in the evening. I'm working on changing that though. Okay. Okay. So, Amy Schmaltz, so I want to talk about that sense of smell. When you have that it stirs a memory, or you feel like you're smelling something overly sweet. I want you to know that there's so much more to that than just an overly sweet smell. We all have heightened senses. Every single one of us is an intuitive, right? Everybody is. And if I were to raise, you know what, just raise your hand in here. Give me a me if you think you're an intuitive. And I hope, yeah, no earthquake. Oh yeah, no earthquake talk. Last time we did that, we had what, a 7 point something in Indonesia, right? When we were talking to Commander Ashtar, we had a 7 point something in Indonesia the other day when we were talking, right? Okay, so so we all, right? Look at you. You're all amazing. You're all amazing because you realize there's so much more than what we're told we are. We are not. Who run around as a kid and your parents went, "You're flipping fantastic. You are amazing. And you are so much more than you're going to be, than you ever can imagine." They don't. They tell us we're cute. They pat us on the head. Good ABCs. They don't go, "You are an intuitive. You are so special that you understand nature and vibrations and angels and energy." Some of them do though, right? Some really fantastic parents have done that for us. I didn't. But so that's what I have to say is you are smelling angels. You're smelling angels. And angels have this really, really, really sweet smell to them. They smell like overly sweet flowers. Hey, Erin Kilmer, how are you? Haven't seen you because I usually am in the morning, so I don't get to see Erin. Hi, Deshanta. I know I need to be on later in the evening as well. Amy or Tammy is here. So You get your grandfather's cigarette smell. Who smells things that cause memories? This is a good question. And tell me what you smell that causes a memory. I can guarantee you my parents did not foster anything like this in me. No. Matter of fact, my mom kind of thinks I'm crazy. But it's okay. You were told you're imagining things. Tell me the lines your parents told you. I want to know what lines your parents. Yours is cotton candy. I love that. Cotton candy. What does it remind you of? Yeah, I got more than one haircut. I got a bunch cut. She did a great job. She really did a great job. Let's see. Old Spice. Who does it remind you of? Your grandmother's perfume. I love it. Your grandfather's t-shirts. A lady stopped me when my daughter was about 4 years old. She had blue all around her. She said she was extremely intuitive, but I didn't understand. Right? Dad was a brute man. His ashes smelled like me, like him to me, and I can still smell him sometimes. My dad used to smoke a pipe. I need to visit my dad when I'm home. Honeysuckle. Your kids always, your parents always told you had a great imagination. So, does everybody understand the correlation to imagination and intuition? Your mom's perfume. I do. Sometimes it's with butter. Makes me remember my grandmother's pierogies. Awesome. Awesome, right? Roses reminds me of my Grammy's perfume. Pipe smoke, right? French vanilla. Look at all these things. And how often I smell electrical file all the time and I don't know why. That could be that could be past life, actually. Nope, not how my childhood went, right? A lot of people. And here's the thing. A lot of us can say childhood sucked. Childhood sucked, you guys. Middle school can bite it. Okay. Middle school was like the worst thing, unless you're in middle school nowadays, right? And we all have gardenia, right? We all have things that we can sit here and bitch about. We can bitch or we can move forward, right? I used to say this all the time. Someone go, "How are you today?" And I'll be like, "I'm good." And even if I wasn't, nobody wanted to hear about it anyways, right? So what I just did was minimize myself so much before I started to realize that my thoughts were things. Nobody wants to hear about it. Nobody wants to hear somebody suffering. And that's really what it boils down to. Do you want to hear somebody suffer over and over again for something that happened 50 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago? We don't want to watch people boiling in their own suffering. We want to hear that people are awesome. And the more that they tell themselves they're awesome, and the more that they say, I can let go of stuff, the more they let go of it. Right? So the same goes with the same goes with the things we've been told as children. Really. That's your imagination. Well, only if you think it's in my imagination, everything is possible, right? And that's because our intuition is so directly tied to our imagination that they're inseparable. They're inseparable. So within our imagination, everything that we can imagine has been within some realm that we've been cognizant of, whether it is unicorns, interdimensional work, if it's extraterrestrial, we have had to have some basis in understanding that this is what this is, right? Because we've seen it someplace, whether it's in a child's book or whatever. We've had some experience with it whatsoever. So you can dream it. It has happened, right, Leslie? Right? So we bring this information, and this is how our guides communicate with us, because they say, you have had an experience with this. Allow me to truth bomb you with this while you're doing a meditation. I'm going to give you, and here's an example. Earlier today, we were doing mediumship, right? We were doing, if I say I'm fine, it's a lie. Yeah, a lot of people look at that lipstick. Problem with the lipstick. Okay. So when our guides are trying to communicate with us, they're going to give us things that we understand and we can correlate with. So when we were doing mediumship earlier, this is just a great opportunity to show the correlation. I saw my grandfather. And now, did I think I was talking to my grandfather for somebody else? No. I know my grandfather's around, but I knew that they were talking about his body build. They were talking about his structure, his height, his coloring, his nose was very prominent in the image that I was given. So they give us things that we are familiar with to be able to correlate the message. So that's how, when you have a really, really in touch intuitive and they're like, wow, I got that message, it's because they're able to connect that intuition to that imagination and connect the dots. And everybody should be able to realize that they can do that. Everybody can do it. The people that are really, really good at it have just figured out the patterns. That's it. So do not let anybody tell you ever that you can't do something. Because 38 years old, I never would have seen myself here. Never. Matter of fact, at 38 years old, I was so depressed and so living in that perpetual anxiety of yesterday that I was, are you leaving, Aaron? Good night. That I was depressed, and I probably could have opened a car door and jumped out at any time. And this spirituality changed my life. It changed my life. So don't let anybody tell you who you are based on what they think you are. I don't even know why we're having this conversation. I planned on getting on and just doing readings, but you know how that goes, you guys. It just, you have to go with your gut. You have to move forward in life. You have to trust yourself. And the more you do that, the more your guides talk to you, the more you can find your center, the more your guides talk to you. Look, there's Ellie Coyle, you guys. And the crowd goes wild. It's Ellie Coyle. There's so many things out there that are available to us that we have to just search for. And once you find it and they hit that thing that rings with you, it's golden, right? Golden. Everybody say hi to Ellie Coyle from Scotland. Yeah, I get my hair cut. The sassy attitude comes with the haircut. They handed him out free. Oh God, right? We all have things. Melissa Moore is like, I was there. You should be so proud of yourself. I am not afraid to say it. I am proud of myself. Oh, you were saying tonight, good night, Teresa. Good night, farewell. Okay. No one what? No one. What? I'm missing it. The feed is going so quickly. You guys, I'm like, what? We are all so connected from the beginning of time. So let's go ahead and do some readings, you guys. I don't know what we're going to do tonight. I haven't decided yet. That's just how kind of it happens. I did intend to sit down and just do reading. And my mouth has not stopped moving yet. And can you tell I have a new place for my camera on the new computer? So I'm not like, how are you? How are you? How are you? What are you doing? God. Okay. I didn't put sweetener in my tea. Sounds like such a Southern thing, doesn't it? I do declare I need some sweetener in my tea. Okay. Oh, did I say Scotland? I'm so sorry, Ellie. Ireland. I want to go to Scotland. Will you go with me? How do you trust what you think you hear? How do you know it's not your own thoughts? Ooh, good question, right? Okay, so Jen Mason, I would like you to pay attention to your pronouns. Let's go back to English, you guys. What are our pronouns? If you're saying me and I, then you're talking to yourself and you're having an internal dialogue. If you are saying you and we, when's the last time you called yourself you, unless you're an egomaniac? At that point, you are talking to Your spirit guides. So make sure you pay attention to your pronouns. And also, your spirit guides will always be positive and lead you in the correct direction. Our spirit guides are assigned to us from the other side when we are signing up for our new life. And they're there to assist us in every way. So if you feel like your spirit guides are steering you in the wrong, or you're talking to yourself and you're steering yourself in the wrong direction, not spirit guides. Okay. We do have internal dialogue that's very negative at times, and you will not be encountering that with your guides. So if that is what you're experiencing, that is your self-talk, and you need to turn that up a notch. Be nice to yourself. But if you feel like you are saying those pronouns like you and we, then you need to start thinking a little bit slower, analyzing what you're saying to yourself and saying, okay, am I actually getting clairaudience? And by the way, you do have clairaudience as a gift. That is, for whatever reason, one of the things I'm able to do is tell people what their gifts are. There's a story that goes with it, but we're not going to go into it. So pay attention and then start journaling. Because if you're talking to yourself internally, your guides are saying, write stuff down, and you could probably do automatic writing very easily and get your stuff down on paper. And then you can go back and read it and go, I would never say that. There's been some words come out of my mouth, you guys, and I'm not talking about sailor talk either, but there's been some words that come out of my mouth that I know I'd have to go get a dictionary to figure out what they are. So there we go. I hope that helps. You only had one cigarette today, Erin? Congratulations. Let's see, but not because I'm going to... I'll show you around. Hey, let's go. As soon as this COVID crap is over, let's go on a trip, man. I'm all in. Oh, Erin, that's awesome. Isn't it nice to have a good community to be able to go to be able to turn to? And that's something Diana and I were having a discussion about today. She's very humbling. And, having community is really important. It's probably there's like this awareness of spirit, awareness that you are one with spirit, and then confidence and community. Confidence and community are a battle right there for importance, because one builds the other and vice versa. So it's important to have a good, strong community to be able to talk to grow, right? Okay. Okay. Stevia. I know, Lori Spears, that's usually what I put in here, and it's not in there. I was in a hurry to get online because I was running behind. And yeah. Okay. So, Gidget, I'm so glad you enjoy listening, because obviously I enjoy talking. So let's see. Let's pull out a card deck. Ellie Coyle, have you seen my desk? It's a nice desk. It really is. If I can move the camera without defuncting my whole desk. Okay. I have a desk. Look at all my cards. I'm orderly. Let's see. Which should we pull from? So they're all sitting here so I can see which ones we want to pull from at any given moment. Those are Sam's. Let's see. Oh, by the way, I found him in white. He's coming in jade. I was so excited about that. I was like, wait, what's that on the table? I must have it. So we're going to read from the Archangel Animal Oracle cards, and we're going to whip through some readings. How's that sound? What? Okay. Nice. I thank you. It really, Janet. Hi, Janet. It is, I know I'm adulting. It's unbelievable. See, because here Sam has his work desk and I didn't have one. And I do quite a bit in the day. I'm running between, our mystical crystals and doing inventory and all this other stuff. And I really needed a spot. And this is my spot. Do you like my spot? It's not done yet, but I'm working on it. Oh, wow. What were you going deep into? I missed it. It's cool. Okay. Our mystical, Archangel Animal cards. Diana Cooper. Oh, this will tell you something. They've not even been opened. I'm like, I don't remember reading out of these. That's because I haven't. So let's do it. Let's break them in. Shall we break them in style? Love the red chair. Thank you. It's my fun chair. Oh yeah, everybody needs a spot. This is my spot. I even locked the dogs out here. They do not like it. They're not pleased. They're not pleased with my decisions. So I get the look when I come out. Okay, so let's see. We're going to pull some cards because it is a new. Hi, C. Megan Michaels. How are you? 57 people. Awesome. 57 wonderful, incredible, my mystical lifers. So who's going to be on the cruise? Who's going to be on the cruise? Let's get a who's going to be on the cruise. I'm going to put that link up really quickly. Oh, the cruise link is up. So I'm going to be on the cruise. Okay. The cruise is 2022. Well, since it's a new deck, I'm shuffling and I'm monologuing. Okay. The cruise is Erin's going to be on the cruise. Jenna is going to be on the cruise because she's manifesting. Oh, come on. Manifest. Oh, I like that card. Heidi and Brad are going to be on the cruise. There's a lot of people that are manifesting to be on the cruise. If you are wanting to go and you don't have a roommate for the cruise, we have people for that as well. Just sitting here, invisible, tapping my toes. Manifesting the Jill. Come on, Jill. Man, those goodie bags are going to be off the chain. Where are we cruising to? We are cruising to Cozumel, Costa Maya, and Roatan. It's a 6-day cruise, but it is the spiritual cruise. It's Spirit Heart Cruises, which means we have a conference online on the cruise. So if you are a speaker, if you are an intuitive, and you do your taxes that way, then that means that it's a tax deduction. Right? So who doesn't love a tax deduction on a cruise ship? And as an added bonus, I've already decided I will be doing the parasailing, so you will have a bloopers reel. Okay? I do love parasailing, actually. So, yeah. So, but also we do have 25, 30 plus speakers. I don't know how many speakers we're up. I mean to look at that. But we do have a bunch of speakers. So it is a seminar. It is a seminar in the sea. So it's just a lot of fun. We've been on one, and I actually happen to be the featured speaker on this one. So yay. You love the mind. We've been to Chichen Itza. That was pretty cool. But we went and stayed at Playa del Carmen 1 year after Sam come back from. You want to see that? Okay. So I have a story about the last time I went out. I'm still shuffling. I went parasailing. I went with my best friend Shannon, and first of all, I was very surprised Shannon got on a parasail because she doesn't do a whole lot of stuff that's that dangerous, and it's not really dangerous. Oh my God, Jennifer. So she has a GoPro. There's a GoPro involved in this, and I have video footage of this. And so we get on, and I'm like, I thought we got in the water. I had no idea. I've never parasailed before in my life, right? And I'm like, we get on the boat and go to parasail? Okay, whatever. So we go sit on this thing, and we start going up, and we're going up, and we're going up, and we're going up. And I'm like, oh, this is so cool. Now, my only fear here is that we're going to sink, we're going to go down, and there's going to be sharks under there, and we're going to see the sharks before we actually land in the water, which never happens. But anyways, so I'm up in the air. She's freaking out. 6 ways to Sunday. Shannon is lost her mind. Okay. She's yelling at me to have them pull us back down, to scream down to them, to tell, have you ever been parasailing? You are so far up in the air that nobody is going to hear you scream. Okay. Nobody's hearing you scream except for me. And I have the GoPro. And I'm like, okay, so I'm looking down at the water, and I'm talking calmly to her, and I'm like, it's okay, calm down, it's all right. And I'm looking down how beautiful. I'm like, look how beautiful all the water is. It's so gorgeous. And I'm going, okay, now I'm going to turn the camera towards you. So I need you to smile like you're having a really good time. So here I come, and I turn the camera, and she's like, I have video footage of this. I will post it if you want to see it. It is so funny. And I'm like, this is the funniest shit I have seen in forever, because she wanted her sisters to know that she had gone parasailing and that she did it. And I'm like, okay, I'm coming back around again. Smile. So over this whole video, I have now dubbed, I have two versions. I have the screaming version, and then I have the version of steel drums. It was so cool. And I felt so bad for her because she was horrified. And I was just like having a blast. She won't do it again. She said she won't go on parasail. Now she'll go for the massage, but she's not going on the parasail. I'm like, I want to go. Anyhow, that's my parasailing story. Okay, here we go. Let's see. I know you guys. You're probably like, oh my God, did she stop talking yet? Okay. Michael K. Let's give you the first out of this beautiful deck. Oh, I love this card. So what I'm going to read is the card. I'm not necessarily, I'll read you the caption underneath, but I'm going to read you the card because I think the card speaks, right? So this is all about the giraffe. Michael K, for you, I can tell you that this is all about reaching for your next goals. I really feel, this is a fast speaking night. So we got to keep going. Come on, Vicky Roop, man, I'm going parasailing. Let's do it. Okay. This is all about reaching for those new goals. I feel like there's something's laying in front of you. There's a new goal laying in front of you, and you need to just reach out for it. Be fearless. Your guides are talking about fearless. They actually say the word fearless. They're like, just a little bit further. It's almost like it's in your grasp. Come on, grasp. Why are you not reaching further? Why are you not reaching further is what they want to know. So, this is the card for you. It is the giraffe. I'm going to read it. They really want you to reach out, creativity, intuitively reach out there. And it actually says, aspire to higher knowledge and wisdom. And it has to do with Archangel Raphael. So you can read what it says. And that's your card. Okay, moving on. You're pretty sure your interstellar language would come out if you parasound, but it sounds fun. Renee Shillum, are you going? Hi, Brenda Climo. It was a lot of fun. Vicki, Mikhail, we need to do a live together one day. Okay. Let's see. Let's pull a card for, it is a pretty deck. It's like brand new. So I've not used it before. Let's see. Manifesting a boyfriend to watch the pets. That's right. Okay. I hope it makes sense to you, Michael K. This one is for Aaron Kilmer. Not that one, this one. Okay. Calm down. In the history of telling your spirit guides to calm down, has it worked? Has it ever worked? No, it hasn't. I can tell you. What is your card? Ooh, pretty. It's all about that dolphin. It's also about that throat chakra for you. Aaron's like, what? I get a card? What the heck's going on? Is the sky falling? This is all about the dolphin. It is about, look at that. Oh, that's so beautiful. I love the sacred geometry that's in there as well. This is about living in the moment. This is about the fluidity of your intuition. This is about listening a little bit more. I know you've worried in the past about not being able to pick up a lot of visualization. I know you've worked on it. You're doing wonderful. But they're saying, listen. Can you hear? Can you hear what they're trying to tell you? Here. They're talking about listening. So are you working on your clairaudience at all? Okay. And Archangel Michael is really close to you. I don't know why he's like slinking real close real lately, but he's really, really closely following you lately. But he's talking, they're also talking about some clairaudience that needs to be involved with what you're doing. So be listening closer, listening to those voices, those imaginary voices you are. Okay. Are you aware of Archangel Michael hanging out? Your language during parasailing may be quite similar to my language when I got a tattoo, invented some new words. You know, My tattoo language is silence. I refuse to make a peep when I get a tattoo. Absolutely. This tattoo, I'm not going to show my whole back, but this tattoo goes all the way down, and it's a whale's tail. It goes all the way down my back and all the way up the back of my neck here. And we had one guy in our condo that was with us that screamed like a baby the whole time he got his tattoo, and the guy was laughing about him. And I'm like, oh, I ain't making pee. No, it doesn't matter that the fact that I am absolutely petrified of needles, injections. Tattoos don't bother me so much, but injections? Oh my God. But I was so nervous anyways. It's got a whale tail. It has yin and yang, and also has sea turtles in it. So it is done by traditional Hawaiian tattoo artist. And he just drew it right there. It was the most amazing thing. I went, whatever you want to put there is fine. Whatever you want to put there is fine. So it was a really cool experience. That sounds so weird. I'll show you mine. You show me yours. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Let me get my tattoo. Remember my nani chickened out. It is not. Yeah, it was just a really, and we had it done, of course, over on Oahu, so that makes a big difference. Okay. So moving on. Okay. Brenda Climo. Let's see. You have a large onk on your back shoulder. I haven't figured out what I want next. But what I do, when I do get one, it will be, I will go back to Hawaii to have it done. I will go back. Lisa, the high vibrating tattoo sailor cowgirl from everywhere. Bring light to viewers near you. It does seem like I'm a little bit of everywhere. We have lived a little bit of everywhere. Archangel Michael is a huge part of my daily routine. I'm going to call him and ask him to help me daily. Good. Okay. Brenda Climo. You have one on the top of your buttocks. I could channel so easy tonight. I mean, like, I could just slip into it and be gone. Okay. I don't know, Leslie. I would love to, but there's some stuff going on over in Hawaii that I would feel really guilty. I might have a retreat there, like host a retreat in Hawaii because we have friends over there, but I don't know that I'm going to own a retreat there. Brenda Climo, this is about being patient. This is about being the one that carries the burden. This is the one about waiting. And that's really funny because as I say waiting, as in like waiting for something to happen, they're like, no, waiting, WADING, waiting through things. You are the one that's always waiting through things that are trying to get, where people are making things more difficult than it needs to be. And you're the one wading through them up, trying to figure out how to make it easier for everybody else. Well, you know what? That's not your job. You know what your job is? Your job is to throw off light, girl, because you are a healer on so many different levels. Your job is to bring light to other people, and they just are this is a horrible way to put it. Some people are way too dim to see your bright light. So don't worry about wading through everybody else's shit to make sure you are feeling accomplished and prosperous and good, I guess is the best way to put it. Feeling good about everything you do doesn't mean you have to throw yourself on the sword to do so. I hope that helps. Quit throwing yourself on the sword. Put yourself first. Okay, moving on. Don't get on and just do a lot of readings all that often. So let's just keep going, you guys. Let's just keep moving on. I do have a channeling moment that may come up here, you guys. I could actually just slip off into channel really easily. And if I really feel like that is a thing that's going to occur, I will call Sam in here because I found it very, very helpful to have Ellie in here last time. I know it's the middle of the night. I'm not going to do that to her. I'm glad that helped, Brenda. I don't get to see you so often. I need to be on a couple times in the week time, don't I? I don't get on in the evenings. You're going to piggyback off that one? Have it. Go for it. Sandy Turner. Sandy Turner, take it. Okay, moving on. Gidget. And I believe there's only one Gidget on here, right? The snake. Now, people think of the snake animal totem as being a negative type of energy, but I have to tell you, absolutely, you are next to Ellie Coyle. This is Gidget. People would think of the snake animal totem as being a deceptive type of thing, right? But here's the thing. The snake animal totem is closest to the ground, you guys. Look at this. Pay attention. Pay attention, camera. Right here. It's all fuzzy. That snake animal totem is going to see so much more than other people see. I think you're probably more observant than other people. You're probably that person that people walk around with you and they go shopping. Pay attention, camera. My camera's fuzzy. And they go, oh my gosh, did you see that 5 rows back? And you're like, yeah, I already saw that. It's because you're more observant than other people. You'll notice the tiny things that create change. Okay. You notice the tiny things around you that other people just overlook. Oh, well, let's see what it actually, there's one for guinea pigs. Oh my God. Squirrel. Okay. It actually says live according to your divine essence. It says live according to your rules because you are so much more. You are a spark. You are divine energy. So make sure you're paying attention because those little things not only are going to change the way other people see things, but they're also going to change your directions. Watch for snakes in visualization for you in the next couple of days. Notice that your guides are going to throw. It's not fuzzy on this end. Okay, great. Thank you, Vedra. Notice that your guides are going to throw things in front of you to validate that you're observant. You are so totally observant, and you need to be more observant because you have messages that are dropped for you all over the place. So pay attention. Okay. Moving on to Ellie Coyle. Ellie Coyle. Okay. You always dream snakes. I like this deck. Right, Amber Allen? It just popped up after I said it. Oh, hell. Okay. That's it right there? Okay. For that one. We're very picky. We're very picky. No, I don't like that card. Okay. I bent it. Okay. Yay, Ellie. Really don't like snakes. Scared to death of them, but I drive people crazy at work. Okay. Ellie Coyle. Oh, God, let it go. Let it go. Okay. I love it. I love it. This, you guys, this is Ellie Coyle. She glides into everybody's energy with so much grace and inspiration and knowledge and love and high vibration that she is an unmistakable energy when you've met her. She is an unmistakable energy when you have met her. Look at that. Ellie Coyle, I want you to look at under that swan's wing. If you guys go to Ellie's Guiding Light on Facebook, it is Ellie's Guiding Light, which she will put a link up here to shortly. That symbol, that sacred geometry is on her logo. That's her logo. When I first met Ellie, I was like, look at this crazy Irish lady. No, Ellie and I, we met and we decided that we're sisters or something from another lifetime. We're not quite sure. But she does demonstrate, and this is what it says, demonstrate grace and majesty. And she does. She really, really comes into people's lives and brings in this wonderful energy. And I don't think people tell her, okay, wait a minute. I think people tell her that, but I don't think she takes it to heart. I don't think she takes the words to heart because she does this. She says, thank you. But they're reminding you, you are grace and elegance. And that is how you vibrate. Absolutely. Everybody needs to hear that every once in a while, right? Okay. Moving on. You guys make sure you go to My Mystical Life on Facebook. I almost hit the end button instead of the caption button. Go to My Mystical Life on Facebook or on My Mystical Life right here. That is our webpage. Now we have an incredible group of people. You just see some of these people on this feed that just are amazing, and realizing every day in every way how special they are. It's just very humbling to have them spend time on our feed, right? So this is our link to our membership where you can meet with these people and enjoy classes with them anytime you want as well. We do live classes each month, at least 4 classes. I can't guarantee every one of them is going to be live because we are traveling sometimes on weekends. But at least in January, we're going to have 3 live classes. 1 is recorded just because we're having Christmas with the grandkid a little late. And we are fun peoples. That's what we are. What are we, you guys? Give us a word. What are we? Just one word. What are we? What are we? And use your own word. Because I think we're amazing. So we have classes, we have healings, remote healing sessions. We have intuitive spotlights. We're going to be working on having guest speakers coming in. We're working on some different things that are coming up. So I will be stepping away from reading for a while. I love that spontaneous, crazy, fun peoples, exciting, amazing, fabulous, magnificent. We are all these things. Homo sapiens. We're rocking that Homo sapien, right? Stacked up in the wacko bit. Family. We're family. We really are. We are. We're spirit. We're exceptional. We're all these things. I will be stepping away from readings for a while. It's not an easy decision for me. I absolutely love not this. This is my enjoyment. I have fun doing this. And I love it. So this will be what I do for my readings, for my outlet to keep myself sharp and keep myself engaged. But I'm probably not going to be offering them on the web page after tomorrow. So anything that's booked before then will be viable. But after that, I will be working mostly on because within the membership, I also do 30 minutes tutorships. So I'm always available for tutorship. If you're on a spiritual path, I offer it anyways. That'll stay on my menu. That'll stay on my webpage for you to be able to buy it anytime, even if you're not in the membership. So I'm going to be working more on teaching than I am going to be on reading. Not that I don't absolutely love reading, but I need to be a little bit more concentrated, and that's what my guides are talking about. So I am a teacher at heart, and I like teaching people how incredible they are, and that's what I'm going to do and follow that this year. What about healings? Healing sessions, I probably will leave up there as well. I'll probably leave healing sessions, and I will also offer soul awakenings every once in a while, just because I love doing them, but they take a lot of energy. So those will be available every once in a while, maybe every other month as a I just want to do it kind of thing. So I will let you guys know when I go to do that. Once COVID is done, you'll be focusing on the intuitive class. Yay, we all need to be focusing on what we need to at that moment, right? Lisa Gomez, I need to learn to go on the Zoom class. You should be able to just click the link and head into the Zoom class. Okay. Lisa Gomez, you know what? I'm going to, it's going to take me a bit. Ellie Coyle, you're going to make me nervous, man. Why are you doing that to me? me an anxiety attack. I don't have anxiety attacks. But thank you, Jennifer Vaughn. I just think it's the way to go. It just feels like the right thing to do. And I feel so guilty for it. But it's the right thing to do. I'm going to start within the membership, you guys, like we have in the mediumship development class, which I can't believe we only have one left, you guys, for January. So we'll do another one in March, and it's just a lot of fun. We've been doing a lot of practice. We've been doing practicing, and that's, it's a lot of fun. But anyways, so we have a 3-month class going as well. And we're going to start a group chat for the membership so that everybody within the membership can get a Facebook message that comes out that says, hey, this is tonight. Don't forget, here's the link. I kind of am nervous to do that because we have 95 people in the membership, and we're going to double that number like really quickly. But if I have 95 people in a chat, can you imagine how fast that chat would move? Like insane like this. It's crazy. Okay. Yeah, we need to get you in those classes. You can always watch the recordings, Lisa, as well, but I know we want to be on live, right? Okay, so let's go with, it helps a lot when we do the links. I agree. I agree. Let's see. Suze Wilcox, we are a ton of fun. We really are. I have to say, it's not just me saying we are fun. We are fun. We have a good time. Sandra Oaks, I'm going to do something. You don't see me do this online very often, but I want to talk to you about somebody I have coming across for you. I want to talk about somebody that had a shortness of breath. I want to talk about somebody that felt like maybe it was a congestive heart failure type of situation, something along those lines. I feel like I can't breathe. I feel like I can't breathe. That kind of thing. Like it would have been a slow progressive type of thing. This person also would have had a hard time seeing. I'm going to assume this was an older person. I feel like this might have been a female. And maybe this person wore a cross or something, because she's talking about, I actually have like Archangel Michael standing right there with her. And I hope you're still on here, because I really hope you're still on here. Because I feel like that she might have been wearing a cross as well. Your internet is too slow for Zooming, Beth. Ohio internet, right? Are you on here? Who did I call this to? Sandra Oaks. Sandra Oaks, are you still here? You are. Okay. Can you validate any of this? Like somebody that had congestive heart failure or lung issues that would have caused them to breathe harder. I feel like it's a female. But I feel like she had maybe a cross that she wore, or some kind of connection to the angels. I don't know, maybe she had little angel figurines or something like that lying around, because I really feel like she's with Archangel Michael. I mean, she's standing there with Archangel Michael. This was as soon as I saw your name, I got this pressure to speak. Yes, it's a person. It's a person that's passed away. Does this sound, can you validate knowing this person, Sandra Oaks, that has passed away, female? I'm waiting, guys. There's lag, so I have to wait. And would have had a vision problem, maybe had cataracts at one point. Thank you, guys. Everybody's like, I love your hair. This would have been somebody that passed away. Also, she's really talking about angel connection. She's really talking about either there was an angel figurine or some kind of angel, something that was significant, or a cross that she wore, something that signified church or angels. So she feels older. So let me see what else I can get from her. What? I hear "Let's go fly a kite." Let's go fly a kite. You know, Mary Poppins, like there was something to do with Mary Poppins, and maybe she liked the movie, or maybe this person might have been active, very active in making sure that um, I also I get this. I get this almost like women's suffrage kind of thing, where it is uh, very strong about women needed rights for things and women's rights. She's saying all the time, okay, it's just this, it just feels like a very strong energy. They're also giving that mother from that movie as well. That let's go fight for things. You know, why sit back and be just not have a voice kind of thing. So it just seems like that type of energy. I know Dick Van Dyke, he's still alive. I love Tuppence, right? What a great movie, you guys. Great movie. Yes, he was raised to be a strong woman. So, okay, this is who this is. So let me, really, Sandra, I have to tell you right out the gate, I really enjoy doing gallery readings. But if I can bring somebody a specific message, when I see that person's name and their guide, now this is going to become a thing now. And I can go, you know what? I have a message from you from somebody at the other side. That is awesome, right? Because that means they're really wanting to get you a message. And they're showing me a river, and and I'm seeing this river, and I'm like, don't be afraid to step a toe in the river. The river might be cold, and your toe might get cold, but are you gonna die? I mean, seriously, what is the problem here? And this is the kind of energy I'm getting here. What is the problem here? The water's not gonna kill you. It's not gonna kill you. Just do it. Step into it and do it is basically the message here. It's just really very kind of like, boom, come on. And then I have to tell you, I'm leveling up like a boss, man, you guys. Since the channeling with Commander Ashtar, you notice Commander Ashtar, you guys? Commander. That's very specific. But it's almost as if now she has given you the move it. And now it's here, take my hand. Let me help you. Let me take my hand and let me help you. Because while we feel like we need to do everything by ourselves, do it, but don't do it by yourselves. I don't even know what she's talking about, but she's like, move forward. And if you have to ask for help, for crying out loud, don't be afraid to. Don't be afraid to ask for help, but move forward. And sometimes reaching out and taking that hand that's offered to us is some of the hardest stuff we can do, right? Does it mean anything to you, Sandra? I hope it means something to you because, yeah, I don't know. It's just the energy that I get from it. So I hope that means something to you. It's very, we get messages. Sometimes we get very specific messages. Other times we get very vague messages. And this message is, come on. Don't be afraid to do it, but don't be afraid to ask for help. It's what we do. It's what we have people come here for. You're thinking about opening a design studio. She thinks it's a great idea, right? When someone comes from the other side to say, boom, why are you afraid to step into the water? Boom. Okay, moving on. Okay. Moving on. What's the link to, Erin? What's the link to? Hey, Lisa, manifesting that job worked. Awesome. Congratulations. Let us all know when you open your design studio, Sandra. Okay. Oh, that's not funny. Oh, Shia LaBeouf. I like Shia LaBeouf. I know he did some wonky stuff. He went a little nuts. But which one of these Hollywood kids didn't go batshit crazy, right? Had such high hopes for that young girl from Big Fat Liar, and then she went off the rails. It's like, dang it. Okay, Jennifer, what is it making noises now? Okay. Your computer's making noises. I'm like, I didn't ask you to make noises. Okay, I don't think I authorized that. Okay. Jennifer Vaughn, Archangel Raphael. That's the thing I want to talk about, Archangel Raphael. Out of everything on the card, I want to talk about Archangel Raphael. You're going through a period of cocooning and hibernation and a little bit of irritability with the outside world, a little bit of misunderstanding here and there with what I hope that helps, Sandra. A little bit of misunderstanding with here and there, and not even, yes, Ellie Cole, go to bed. Patience of breathing and being at one with the process, you will bloom. Awesome. Thank you, Ellie. Go to bed, man. Go to bed. So I'm supposed to tell you that people see you. You're seen. You are relevant and you are seen. And this feeling of, I just want to cry. Please take some vitamin C. If I say take vitamin C, you guys, please take vitamin C in large quantities. Not that I'm a doctor, not a doctor, not a doctor. It just seems to be one of those things that if I'm like, boy, you should take some vitamin C, about a week later, they're like, I've had the worst cold. Your levels of awareness over the last 2 to 3 months are nothing like your levels of awareness are going to be in the next 6 months. It's almost like you're playing a game of chess. I don't know anything about it. Playing chess. It's almost as if you're playing a game of chess on a spiritual level. Like, where do we go next? How do we go over here? How do we level up? How do we bring in, more points? Or I don't even know what we do in chess. But they're like, how do we make the right move on a spiritual level? So I want you to know that if you feel like you're not moving fast enough, that you're moving perfectly. You're moving at the perfect level for your spiritual growth, and that is important for you to know. If you feel like you are moving too fast, then step back. Step back. I don't want you to overload yourself spiritually. Divine time. And it's not, and I know that sounds like counterintuitive, right? If feel like you're not going fast enough, then divine time. But if you feel like you're going too fast, slow down. It's not uncommon for intuitives to have to take a step back and reevaluate the things that are going on, because we can be over here and over here and over here and over here, trying to learn a million different things. And when we have ourselves so many different places, we can't really concentrate on the things that might be important in the moment, because we're trying to cram in so many things at one time. So I want you to really look into yourself a little bit and see, what do you feel is important to learn right now? What is the one thing about your spiritual journey you love? Look into that. Look into that. Don't forget, you guys, you can find me at My Mystical Life. You can find our membership at My Mystical Life, where we are a wonderful group of collective intuitives and amazing people. We lose ourselves. We can lose ourselves because we get so wrapped up in helping other people. So we do lose ourselves. I just see the light bulb go off, you guys. sometimes I start talking and I don't listen to what I'm saying because it's just talking. I'm talking about what they're bringing across and things come out. Ellie Coyle, go to bed. Okay. You guys, I have to tell you, this is not me. This is my guides. I have fantastic guides that were extremely patient with me when I was in this mode. I seriously, I have sat in front of psychics in my lifetime and gone, I don't believe in this. I'm here because somebody paid. And if I could find those intuitives now and be like, I am so damn sorry, I would be able to, I would do that. But you know, we all shift gears and we all change what we do. We change what we think, and we change what's within our energetic field, and we have to realize that each one of us is going to be different and beautiful in our own way. I love that. Renee Shalom says, can't wait to get further on so I can meet my guides, or should I say recognize them? They're there giving you messages all the time, Renee. We are getting to guides in class. We are working on ground centering. And yeah, we're just conduits. We are just conduits. We are the ones that figured out how to get the message across. That's the only difference between you and your neighbor. Okay? It really is. So it looks like I have tanner on my face in this camera. What the hell? Not cool. Looks like I don't know how to do makeup is what it is. Okay. We have to have fun with our guides. Do I do general readings? I do general readings, but after this week, I will be removing them from my Mystical Life menu for a while. So if you want to book a reading, you have to go to mymysticallife.com. It walks you all the way through it. And after this week, they will be falling off of my menu of services for a while. I'm not quite sure how long. I might offer them a week here and a week there, but I'm going to be concentrating on what I really love doing, which is teaching and teaching other people how to develop their intuition. Okay, let's see. Moving on. I'm enjoying. I do like that. Okay. Your guides make you laugh all the time. They brighten your day, right? Sam will just sit there and chuckle. He'll just sit there and chuckle. I'm like, how are you doing? Crazy person. Granted, we've been married for 31 years. I can tell him that. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, sorry. Suze Wilcox. How beautiful is that, you guys? How beautiful is that? What I want to talk about is not necessarily the whale. I want to talk about the maiden, mother, and crone. Whatever. I do want to talk about the water energy that goes with this. I want to talk about the love of family and the water energy and the intuition and the I know 31 years, right? It doesn't seem like it. It honestly doesn't seem like that at all. But I want to talk about the seasons of life for you. I want to talk about how passing gracefully from one role as a woman in a lifetime to another can sometimes be difficult. How we have as we are younger and we get into the mother phase and we have a hard time. We go from the maiden, we're stupid, we don't know anything, and then we go into being the mother, and we don't want to let go of that child side of ourselves, and then we go to the mother, and then we don't want to let go of the child because we don't want to go into the crone phase. And they're just talking about how transition can be so difficult, but it is so natural to come into a new phase of life. And I feel like you have you're not just going into a new phase of life, you're going to be switching gears. And people are going to be looking at you going, what the hell? You're not even anybody I know. I don't even know you anymore. And this is not a bad thing. I know, and you'll hear some people say, well, I'm afraid that if I grow spiritually, I'm going to leave everybody behind and it's going to cause so much problems and blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to end up divorced or not in my relationship anymore. And I'm here to tell you that does not necessarily have to be a thing. It is, they're talking about you switching gears and doing it gracefully so that those around you are either comfortable with the new things that are coming into your life, but you're not setting your whole existence on it. You have to be moving forward comfortably for yourself and kind of easing everybody else into it, but you don't have to pin your whole existence on somebody else's expectations of you. I think you've done that enough. Cut that shit and just move forward. Be more spiritually independent than other people around you because you are unique. There's some things that you can do that are a little bit more unique than what the other people around you can handle, or not handle, but think that is doable. Okay. I would like you to step into that with grace. Step into it with grace. A lot of spirituality, a lot of intuition around you. I hope that makes sense. Yes, Jennifer Vaughn, you get tutor sessions. Once a month, honey, with platinum membership, with the 55.55. No, really, guys, this is a deal. I'm not gonna lie to you. 55.55 is the platinum level of our membership. It gets you all the remote healings, all the stuff. You get a 20% discount in our mystical crystals, which is really, I hope that brings for you, Suze, which we have every time we have a show, people save, like, not individually, but as a collective, like $1,500. So it's great for everybody in the membership, but they also get tutor sessions in the platinum. So 30 minutes. Let's see. The tutors, Aaron. My pet peeve is having expectations of others, right? How many of us on here, we're not sorry you're back, Kenzie. We're happy you're back. How many of us have at one point or another tried to live up to somebody else's expectations because that is what we felt we were supposed to do? Live up to your parents' expectations, your grandparents' expectations, your spouse's expectations, PTA's expectations, the expectations your children think should be the perfect parent. How many of people are doing that nowadays? Being the perfect child, the perfect employee, the perfect intuitive, all those things. None of us are perfect. We're here to be imperfect, right? All the time, you guys. We're here to be imperfect. We came here specifically to be imperfect. Right? Yes, we do tend to lose our identity. I love it, Amber. Because if we're imperfect, then we suffer, and then that's where we learn. And we set that up to start with. We set it up. We have nobody to blame but ourselves. So I'm going to start something. And I don't have anybody in here with me, and that's okay. And that's okay. Because I'm going to try to not close my eyes. So I'm going to start something. Because this is going somewhere. And we're going to do just a little bit of channeling. We're channeling just a little bit. Because we have something to say about being perfect. Your higher self's kind of a dick. Oh my God. We are perfectly imperfect, right? Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of channeling. And since we're all different and unique, I have my own unique way of going in to do channeling. So I already know. We can all chillax. What the hell was I thinking coming into this life? You know what you're thinking? I have lots of things to learn. Let's put a crash course in and do it now. Let's do it now. Let's get it over with. So with this channeling, I'm going to do it right here, right now. And I'm not going to be taking questions. Just because I am like right in here. I was asked to come into this life. I know more or less why. I know I have to keep my eyes open. That seems to be the trick. When my eyes close, but here's the thing. I'm sitting here and my eyes want to close right now. Like they want to close. I could go to sleep right now and I'm not going to do it. And this is leveling up, you guys. This is leveling up. This is a new level of work for me intuitively. So as I am working my way through, I have no problem sharing my journey with a bunch of other people because I think it's amazing. I think it's amazing. Maybe get Sam. Maybe get Sam. Hey, baby. Can you come in here and sit for a minute? Okay. Were you watching or listening? Okay. Okay. Sam's going to come in here. So as soon as Sam comes in, then we'll go ahead and he's in there. He's still working. He's still at work. He's coming home from work right now from the living room. So Sam's going to come in here and...
Why do I feel like I'm being thrown to the wolves?
You're not being thrown to the wolves at all, Mr. Fry.
Kind of day.
No, it's I'm sitting here and I'm going to channel. Nothing's crashing.
Yeah.
Nothing's crashing. And I was sitting... Good girl. I was like, what are you doing? Yeah, he's working in this new job and he's still functioning in it, trying to figure it out, you know? Okay, so Mr. Fry, can you see? This is what's going to happen. Sam's not been in on any of my channeling sessions, you guys. So what's going to happen? Give me a kiss. So
I have this new space age mouth. You're like,
yeah, I know, right? It changes colors. We're so spiffy. I'm gonna move out of your way a little bit.
You're not in my way.
And if my eyes are closed, I'm off doing my own thing. Okay. And then you get to ask questions that you see come up there.
I get to ask questions?
Yes. Because if my eyes are closed, I can't read the questions. So
wow.
I know this is a new thing for Sam to see me actually do.
Hi, everybody.
Because I've been kind of quiet about it. You have that mouse. My keyboard does too. Look at it's taste the rainbow. Okay. Okay. So let me see who we're
My dog's not happy. Right
No, your dog is not happy.
Wow.
Okay. The kind of questions that we ask in this is I got a new computer, Aaron. It's called I buy lots of stuff. I don't know. I buy something. It's really called I buy something. I have no idea. Okay. So with this channeling session, I really believe that we're going to be talking to Commander Ashtar, which is kind of cool. It's more than kind of cool, right? It's really cool. You look like a handsome Quaker.
Why did I know that was Brenda?
Oh my gosh.
Why did I know? I didn't even need to see the name, and I knew who that was.
Yes. And Jill Thompson is totally correct. You can ask anything, but if you touch on politics, I get upset. We do not talk politics in any way, shape, or form on My Mystical Life. So no politics. Right? But what I want to talk about, and this is how I know that this is skittlish. This is how I know that we're talking to Commander Ashtar. He shows me that he is standing on a big rim, almost like the atmosphere over top of our planet.
Wow. Can we lay off the Amish shit, guys? Come on.
I'm going to start busting out into Weird Al. Anyhow.
Amish paradise?
No, you didn't upset him, Brenda. Not at all. No.
No, but I just knew it was you.
Yeah. So when we're talking about questions, you guys, I'm not quite sure what we're going to talk about. But when it comes to questions, you can ask questions relevant to what he's talking about in regards to whatever he's talking about at that time. I don't know. At this point, it's kind of like growth and stuff. That's been the theme of this evening. So that seems to be what we're going to be talking about. If you guys have a question about that, go at it. And Sam will know which questions to laugh at. To ask. So when I know that I'm going to start working with Commander Ashtar, he shows himself standing on almost like our ozone, but it is it's more like an observation area where he can look down and see everything that's going on planet Earth. And he usually starts with something very mundane that he wants to talk about, and he wants to talk. Gotcha, thank you. He wants to talk. So weird. He wants to talk about plankton. He wants to talk about the smallest organisms, the tiny things. And he's talking mainly about look at your oceans. Look at how the things in your oceans are so influenced by the tiny little pieces of microorganisms and plankton within the oceans, and how so many things within that ocean survive on those little pieces. And then as you start to look beyond the oceans, you look to see how people are manifesting throughout the world the things that they need to that they think are tiny to bring forth their spiritual lesson. And then they start to bring in more abundance, because they are realizing that the things that they actually need might not actually be so tiny, that they might be much more expansive. They may be tiny in their mind, but to other people, it might be the whole world. So as you're working intuitively, or as you're walking through your day, make sure you're understanding that everything in your life that you need is important. It's not insignificant, even if somebody else feels it's insignificant. There are times when you're going to be walking through life and you are going to feel as if you're drawing a line that's going to lead in a totally random direction, but you know exactly that this is the correct way for you to go, and you need to follow that intuition and follow it to its completion, because there is going to be something that you've already set and predestined for yourself that's going to be at the end of that line. So we start all of our things in our life with this tiny little seed, almost as if you consider how human beings start in a physical form as split cells. And from one cell we have two, and then from two we have four, and so on. And that each life that is brought into this world was set with intention. So it's almost as if you could think of the person that needed to meet their needs early on in life, the person that first learned to throw a fishing line to bring in fish, or to throw something to bring in meat at the end of the day. We all learn how to meet our needs. And the more we develop skills, whether they be primitive from the beginning of man or more advanced skills as we are going through life today, the more we enrich not only your own life, but the life of others around you. So keep in mind that everything you do has a wave effect, and that your behavior affects those around you. Your emotions affect those around you, and it is destined to be that way for humanity because we radiate energy with just our thought. We radiate energy from our body as well as absorb from that around us as well.
Somebody wants to know how to ascend and go beyond the matrix.
Ascension is happening all the time. You may believe that ascension means being above earthly energies and looking down. Ascension is a process that brings you closer and closer to the divine energy, but just makes you more aware of everything going on around you. Ascension from the other side is elevation and energetic flow and vibration. Ascension from the other side means you are freer to choose more diverse lifetimes on earth with more diverse lessons. So as you expand your human thought patterns and vibrate higher, you will see more clearly that everything is placed in front of you, as you call it, the matrix, as a lesson, as part of your specific lesson, and you will be able to navigate that lesson more efficiently. So think of ascension as more of a level to attain after passing for the other side, for more freedom of choice, as if it's an expanded library to choose from on your next lifetimes, until you have no more lifetimes in front of you. And then it is solely your choice as to whether you return to a lifetime either on earth or within another realm.
When is the solar flash coming? Or is it?
Solar flashes are occurring all of the time. The magnitude that will disrupt activity on the planet is over a century away.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to get Sam something to drink. I kind of cut him short this time. He was very abbreviated talking this time. Like he was a little bit more, probably because my energy's like foof off this evening. And I kind of prepared myself for it the other morning when I got on with Ellie and was doing it. So I did kind of slow him down this time and just kind of keep it kind of short. Yeah, we did stop. Yeah, it is because he was very slow responding. He was very slow responding when it come to how my brain was moving. So my brain is just a little faster this evening than it was the other day because I had an hour the other day to sit down, chill, and get into the energy for it. And I think that it's a kind of a learning situation for both him and I, where he's going to have to say, okay, well, maybe if Lisa's brain's going a little bit faster, we need to do this later. Okay. Here, let me help this person right here. So it's interesting. I have to tell you, it's interesting. It's interesting to have it as an experience where someone's pushing. It feels like someone's pushing on your brain to say, "I want to have a conversation," and you're going, "I don't know." And it's just a really interesting situation. Okay, so let me go back up here, and I did stop. Sorry, you guys.
I don't know who that is. I don't know if that's a.
Can you put someone on the list? What list? Yeah, I think the computer probably made a sound. It's making really, really weird. Oh, you mean the channel?
There was a sound a minute ago. It was the computer was chiming in with a message.
Yeah.
It made a noise. I don't know if that was the bell y'all heard.
What's the thank God for? The flare?
I believe so.
Does your Thank you, Heidi. Yeah, I was actually really good on this one. The last time with Ellie, I felt kind of choked at one point. Not choked, but you know what?
Yeah, I don't know who that one was.
Yeah, that's just
it wasn't. There was nothing said there that was unreasonable. It was just.
It's just kind of a pain.
Yeah, I couldn't make heads or tails of what the hell they were
doing. You guys are funny. Okay. Okay. I'm just reading you guys. We'll set it up. Actually, it's easier for me if I set it up and I have like an hour to go back and give myself some time to chill a little bit. But he was being really pushy, and if I have to do, if I sit down and just say we're going to do it right now, I'm kind of learning how to navigate this. I'm still reading. Okay. What are you talking about?
Hmm?
I'm just trying to figure out what everybody else is talking about. I've blocked somebody just because I don't know what they were talking about. Okay, guys, we're gonna end for the night. We've been on almost 2 hours, and I'm gonna go chill on the couch. I think. Are you done working for the night? Yeah, he's done working for the night. But it was a lot of fun getting on. It is a lot of energy. It is a lot of energy, and I appreciate everybody being patient with me. as I kind of just, as I kind of tell you what's going on, because for me it is still a learning process, and it's really really interesting. He was saying that the small things make bigger things. Take care of the small things. The small things. We're not insignificant, right? Exactly. All right, everybody, have a wonderful evening. Appreciate every single one of you. Love every single one of you guys. Head over to My Mystical Life on Facebook, like our page, so you know when we're going to be on live. And Monday's class is going to be on. It's a live class. It's a Sunday night, 7 p.m. If you're in the membership, it is on activating your personal Merkaba. You guys, this personal Merkaba is what the Pleiadians use to travel. It is your light vehicle. So we'll be talking about and activating our own personal Merkabas in the next class, Sunday night, 7 p.m. Central, if you're in the membership. If you're not in the membership, here is the link, you guys. You can go join the membership right there at that link. And for $11.11 a month, you can be traveling your own light vehicle. So, all right, guys, have a wonderful evening. Love, light, joy, feel divine because you are. And
may the light be with you always.
That's right. That's right. All right, guys. Every single, and you, and you, and you, and you.
And you get light. And you get light.
Was your box mailed out? Amber Allen. Yes. Yes, it was. You should have if you ordered, you should have, if you've paid already, you have a tracking number in your email. All right?
Check your junk mail, because sometimes they get sent there.
It does. All right, guys.
And check your invoices in the junk for your invoices in the junk mail, or in the junk mail too.
So, okay.
Because sometimes they get put in there.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. All right, guys. Have a good night. Bye.
Night.
Bye now. Bye-bye.
Glad y'all got to see my beard. Hey. Behave.
All right, guys. Bye.